Hey, good morning everyone. Now today, I'd like to start this video with a little disclaimer. I enjoy debating who would win between, as an example, for, oh, I know what that's like, or whatever. This character and this character. Here's just two examples for, yeah, I've heard debates and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I'm sure most people have heard of that old chestnut of character versus character. But now, the ultimate problem, no pun intended, is comparing feats. And now, someone I was debating Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, they brought up a valid point, being that, like, I'm just paraphrasing. Essentially, what they said was, you can't compare one feat to another if their power scalings are different or something to that effect. Like, one feat does not necessarily automatically overtake the other because you don't know the power scaling in either of their universes, how they compare to each other. And yeah, that's a valid point. And then another big issue, which again, I enjoyed these types of debates and conversations, is hold on one second. Now, if you excuse that pause, you'll have. I had to let my dog out of the room because if you weren't aware, I have other members of my family in this home. So he wanted to interact with them. So I just had to do that. And I paused just to make it easier. And I almost need to trick him because he wants to leave, but I have this video to make. So that's just a side note for anyone wondering. Because I'm sure most of you loyal viewers, whoever you may be, know I have a dog named Oliver. He is a good boy. He's not in the room, obviously. But yeah. And oh no, I just and if you hear any background noise, that's because of the other people in this house. So I am getting off topic, but as per usual for my channel. So back to the point of the video. The second point, if I have not already said it. No, this would be the third point, but however, whichever. My bad. Apologies again for the stopping of the video. As I'm sure you're aware, and it's coughing. Not into the mic. I don't use a mic. My dad let me use one, but it was not good quality. Well, it was okay quality. However, it was a little not staticky, but oh, it wasn't as clear as it would be if I just spoke to my phone. And all you lovely viewers, where you may be. I just wanted to be as quiet, that one as quiet as possible because I want to clear my throat, but it was just a little clearing, whatever. However, whichever. Getting off topic, but again, as per usual. So, okay, yep, back to the point. And the next point, if I didn't already say it, all the different versions of characters. Alright, so as an example, like Green Lantern and Ben 10. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to comment, oh, Green Lantern is the same Green Lantern from pre-crisis to post-crisis. Well, to my understanding, and I have not personally read the comic, I know only some of what the Lanterns have done. Either Hal Jordan or anyone else. So just keep that in mind. And it'll be good. So, oh, also the vent turned on. Well, not, yeah. Oh, well, that worked out nicely. So, my understanding, he did not survive, but again, this is to my understanding. And the crisis, I'm specifically referring to the crisis on Infinite Earths. To my understanding, no, like the video, he took a big bang to the face, or however Boomstick worded it, which that was just hysterical. So, just hair like around my eye, I think. Anywho, I know this is getting to be a longer of my videos, but I have points to make, so yeah. So that might have been Kyle Rayner that got it to the face. It could have been Hal Jordan, or could have been both. However, whichever. That's not for me to say necessarily. But just my understanding, he died. Well, they're recreate, you know, DC's weird. So, no, reborn. And, like, I guess maybe the Green Lantern ring might have saved memories and then input it to Hal's mind. If that's correct, to my understanding, I believe that's correct. Well, I believe it's correct either way. That's the best of my knowledge. So, like, okay. Good example. This is not the same thing. In CW Flash, when Barry made what Reverse Flash like to refer to as Flashpoint. Interesting that in that version he came up with it. Not sure which one. However, whichever. I just. Hold on. I just lost my point, and I remembered. When he did Flashpoint, he was using his speed to help out, but he wanted a normal life. Now, as us viewers of CW Flash throughout the series may remember, in that one episode where he saved his mother, he started losing his memory, and it didn't make sense to Thawne. But then he realized, your speed! Like, he was just loving that prospect. Like, oh, you can't have both worlds, one or the other. That was the one. It was like one of the only things he could enjoy in that, and then the big belly burger. Just a little thing of beauty to him. So yeah, again, I know it's not the same thing, but there's similar concepts because both both are now a different timeline in a way, and Barry was losing memory, except the memory might have been saved to the ring instead of remembering it specifically. So the other way around. Had no memory but then regained the memory. And then another example, Godzilla. Because in one version, Godzilla knew jujitsu. But that was one of the more slender Godzillas. So the King of Monsters one, I don't think he could use jujitsu. Because I'm sure we all remember, King of Monsters, for whoever has seen it. He's bulky as hell. So, that's just... So, I mean, like, there's so many versions of characters, sometimes, that you really should stick to one version if you can. Like, one version Hal had all the rings. One time Ben had that ultimate power dealy in that one Ben 10 video game that increases power to it's over 9,000! For anyone who's a fan of Dragon Ball, I haven't seen the show, but I've heard of the meme, and I've not the meme, but I've heard of that scene. It's just, it's over 9,000. It's just I couldn't resist mentioning that. And then like there's Skird, and then those the visor glasses scope dealy. One of the versions he had, I don't know. I only heard of that. I know this has been a lot about Ben 10, but that's just a good point to what I'm saying. Ben 10, the Green Lantern video, and yeah, so ultimately, again, no pun intended, I just can't really think of any other kind of thing to say. It's good to stick to one version, because I'm sure there's plenty of versions that don't relate. Like, or so, for example, I watched, no, that's not right, that's not true. That's incorrect. I was looking through Disney Plus the other day, and I saw a section of Marvel movies that it was Marvel Cinematic Timeline order, which was Captain America, Captain Marvel, and then in the rest in timeline order. And I was scrolling through and I was thinking, wow, this is like a whole new way to watch this movie series. Sure, there's the in order of when they came out, but when you have movies like Captain Marvel and other prequel related movies, you're almost doing yourself a disservice. Especially if you're new to the series, you almost gotta watch it timeline order. Just in my opinion. I know this is a very long video, much longer than most of my videos. Oh yeah, my why I brought that up. All right, so I was thinking if if DC ever had like a streaming service or something, Warner Brothers, they couldn't really do that for DC because you have countless Batman movies. Not countless, but you have. All right, so let's go with the most recent ones. But unfortunately, you have Batman. You have Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Then you have Justice League. Then Wonder Woman, Aquaman. They haven't had Flash officially out yet. Oh yeah, they have the Man of Steel, which could have been better, I think. Just my opinion. And it seems to me Marvel does better with movies and DC does better with TV shows. At least, I think. Now, I really only watched The Flash, but I watched the DC Justice League animated series. Where they had a two series, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, which showed how awesome of a show that was. It deserved a sequel series. So that's just... and then one of the best Batman ever. No, did the few somersaults to avoid Darkseid's Omega beams. And then Darkseid's like, impressive, but I doubt your friend could do the same, but I wonder if your friend could do the same, whatever he said, however, whichever. And and earlier, a few moments before that, oh, my bad. Flash is just zooming around. No, go. And then, Darkseid's Omega beams. Wah! He couldn't dodge him, and then Batman just Batman somersaulted. So that's just... I know this is not the same one, but he's just and he avoided him. Now, Darkseid probably could have persisted, but there was not much of a point. And then, especially when he can just boom, and knock down Lex Luthor. Just one more person to knock down. So I know, again, this is a long video, but just I had some points and I had some relative relevance. That's just, I don't know, it sounded cool to me. Relative relevance to my points. Now, with this being said, again, I enjoy the who would win. So, I'm actually gonna, so, with this in mind, I'm gonna do a similar, who would win, but I'm gonna be as specific as I can for my points of... Okay, so, just one last quick thing. Who do you think would win in a fight? Godzilla, King of Monsters, after... So, at the end of King of Monsters, Godzilla, so after that power boost and the with Mothra, that counts. Because so the most current Godzilla prior to King Kong versus Godzilla versus Spider-Man, his most recent movie, Far From Home, which for this video, for this fight, I'm giving him the Iron Spider suit, and I'm giving him Edith. Because again, those are current. He currently has access to Edith. Even dead, I'm the hero. Which is absolutely Tony Stark, and it's amazing. So, who do you think would win in a fight? between those characters and specifically the ones I mentioned. The no Godzilla, the most current Godzilla, and okay, cool. I just saw a thing about my data usage, so I just yeah no I'm good. So that is all. If you have any opinions, feel free to comment. And if you have anything about the no Green Lantern versus Ben 10, please be polite as you can. I'm doing my best here. I don't need anyone to at me or anything. I know what people say. Just like please be as respectful as you can, and I'll do my best to respond to any and all comments. And again, be as polite as I can. So until next time, super. Take care now. Bye bye then.